Welcome back to another Senior Spotlight. I'm your host, Leah Bogosian. We're here with senior soccer player Amanda Giordano. Amanda, thank you for coming.
No problem. Glad to be here.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm from Seneca, South Carolina. Born and raised, 21 years old. I have a little brother, best friend. My mom's name's Tammy. My dad's name's Chuck. Yeah, it's fun.
How far away from home?
I came about 2.5 hours. I didn't want to stay like super close to home. I wanted to kind of get out a little bit, but I didn't want to go too far away, so like I couldn't come home. So 2.5 was perfect.
That's great. I bet your family loves that though.
It's nice because they can still come to all my games.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's really nice to have them there.
So how did you start playing soccer? When did you start playing soccer?
Okay, well, I started playing when I was 9. I actually started dancing first, and I did ballet, tap, and jazz, and then they got too slow, so my dad was like, all right, well, let's give soccer a try since he played. And so at 9, I started playing, and my first team went undefeated. So when that happened, I was just kind of locked in. I was like, all right, like, let's go. I love this.
So did you play any other sports in high school?
No, I didn't. I just played soccer.
What made you choose soccer other than dance?
It was a lot faster paced, and I also learned when I started playing soccer that I love competition. So definitely stuck with the more competitive sport.
How did you find USC Aiken?
So I actually found out about USC Aiken, I think, when I was 13, because I started playing ODP, which is Olympic Development Program, and my coach was Sue, which was the previous coach here for USC Aiken. And I remember after I played for Sue that first year, I went to my dad and I was like, if I ever get the chance to play for her, like, I want to do it. And so I was like, all right. And so during club, my coach approached me and was like, Sue is kind of interested in you. Would you be interested in possibly like going there? And I was like, yes, I would love to do that. And my dad was like, all right, well, like, keep your options open, like, keep looking, like, just so you have a, like, I guess, get a better perspective, like all the other schools. So I kept looking. I looked at Lander. The coach from the Citadel asked me if I would like to come visit there. That just wasn't a good fit for me. I was like, didn't want to cut my hair.
Oh no.
Lander didn't work out either. I really wanted to come to USC again. So I came on my visit and I loved it. It was a lot of fun. I liked the girls. And then I loved Sue. So I was like, all right. So I decided to come here, but then a week before my signing day, I got a call from Sue, and she said that she had got offered a job in Minnesota. And so I was like, man, that kind of sucks. But I was like, well, you know what? Like, I love the school, so I'm going to go ahead and go. So ended up down here.
So when did you meet Hillary, which is now the coach?
I actually met Hillary before I got here, too. I just didn't remember it at first. So during ODP, I think the next year, I was playing with the coach from the Citadel, and Hillary came over and made like some sarcastic comment, and I made one back. And she said, like, from that day forward, like, that's how she remembered me, because I was the only one who like got her sarcasm. So that's when I first met Hillary. And then when I came for orientation, sat down, talked with her, all that good stuff, and she brought that up, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together until then.
So you didn't know who the coach was going to be?
No, when I saw her, I was like, okay, I looked at my dad and I said, she looks so familiar, like I know her from somewhere. And I realized when I came and talked to her and she brought that up, I was like, you were the coach. You were the one I talked to at ODP.
So from the beginning, like from freshman year to now senior year, how do you feel? Like,
shook. When you text me and said, hey, we need to do your senior spotlight, I was like, oh man, I'm a senior. So, like, it's kind of exciting, but at the same time, I feel like I should have my life more together, and, like, I'm terrified, so.
So can you compare your freshman year to your senior year?
Well, when I came in as a freshman, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little freshman. I was scared, like, I was so nervous. Like, I came to a small campus, and I swore I was still gonna get lost. Like, I was terrified. Now, I mean, it's just a part of life. Like, it's just my everyday, so.
Who helped you along this journey?
A bunch of people. Brent, Cody, JJ, who actually works in the caf, definitely always made sure that I had food to eat, because there was sometimes your girl was broke, felt bad to ask her parents for money, so JJ was like, all right, like, I'll help you out, I got you. So definitely a lot of people, coaches, even coaches from other teams, so
that's awesome.
A lot of people.
That's awesome. So I've heard you change your major since you've been here.
Yes, I have. I came in as an exercise science major, and I was like dead set on being an athletic trainer. Like coming out of high school, like that's what I wanted to do. And I remember sitting in the training room asking Brandon, little old freshman, saying, "Hey, when I'm a senior and I do my internship, can I do it with you?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, cool." Next thing you know, I'm changing my major. I started hanging out in the athletic department more, hung out with Brent and Cody, and I loved what they were doing. So I was like, "Okay, Brent, like what would I have to do to be able to do this?" And he was like, "Well, you'd be a communication major." And I was like, "All right." So the next week I went and changed my major, and I have loved every bit of it.
That's great. And are you minoring?
Yes, I actually have a minor in studio arts. So
Awesome. So what are your plans after graduation?
definitely to get a job, hopefully.
Good idea.
Graduate on time. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna end up doing, but definitely would love to get a job out of college.
That's great. That's
So.
good. So what is your favorite memory here at USC Aiken?
Definitely my freshman year. We were playing at Montevallo, and we were down to the last couple minutes of the game, and I got the ball for a throw-in, and Ike, the men's soccer coach, looked at me and was like, "Play this person's feet, like right now." I was like, "All right." So I did it, got it back, crossed it in, and Emily May received the ball. She was a senior at the time, and she ended up scoring, and that was like her first collegiate goal. And the best part came when she peed her pants.
When was that?
Just literally right after she scored, in the middle of the game, just after she scored, she just peed. And it was probably the funniest moment, greatest moment of my college career. There's been a lot of other stuff, but like, it was so funny just to have like your teammates score and then pee your pants on the field. And I will never forget that.
That's the funniest moment, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's great. So, how do you want to be remembered at USC Aiken?
Probably just as a strong leader and somebody who definitely really cared and worked really hard for her team on and off the field. Just I'd love to be remembered as somebody that other people could look up to.
That's great. How will you take on these leadership qualities this season?
I am, if anybody knows me, I'm a little bit more of a vocal leader. So just making sure that I'm able to lead my team in a positive way. Hopefully to make it further into conference tournament, maybe through conference tournament, that would be ideal. Winning a national championship would be pretty awesome, but definitely make it further into conference tournament and just lead my team in a positive way.
That's awesome. If you could describe your time at USC Aiken in one word, what would it be?
Definitely eventful.
And why is that?
There's been so many things that have happened while I've been in college, good and bad, and definitely there's going to be a lot more to come this year. Eventful is the best way I can describe it. Just everything that's happened while I've been here. It's been a crazy ride, but I've enjoyed every minute of it.
That's great. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That wraps things up for another Senior Spotlight. Thank you so much for coming, Amanda.
No problem.
And tune in next time. I'm your host, Leah Bogosian. We're here with senior soccer player Amanda. Who are you? I can't do it.